next one, we have mirrored the body just to have a quick look at what it looks like with both legs in place. It looks fine. So I'm going to select it and hit 1 so it's on smooth. Come out, we're hitting the space bar, going into the front view and drop to face mode again and just get rid of the half that we don't need to be working on at the moment, and drop out back into the perspective view. Oof, hitting the wrong thing on the keyboard. And then just looking at the next bits, which is going to be sticking on a foot. So it's like that in that view, like that in that back view. I'm going to start with a box, I think. So here's my polycube. So in the front view, hit F. I can go right and move it over here. I think I'm just going to try and make the bottom bit here to about here, and then I'm going to bridge between the two to make that bit. So let's have a look. If I go to its import, we can go, ooh, what's that? Is that its depth? Yay, that's its depth. Good guess. Right, okay, so I'm going to try and make it the right length for the foot, something like that, 2.8. Could it be 3? Yeah, let's go with 3, there you go. Depth of 3. Height, what, 0.5? Oh, that's brought up like that. Something like that. And then width, 0.8. Yeah, there you go, something along those lines. But I've got that definition between the upper foot or bit of the shoe. So I'm going to go subdivision's height is 2, subdivision width is 2, and then subdivision depth there, I'm going to go with 6, I think. There we go. So, because we've got some different heights to try and achieve, and obviously we're going to join on to there. So, if you just sort of think about edges, start off with it. If I go to this guy, and go, I want to join there. So if I go edge, that one, it's not an edge loop, so I can't click all the way around it, because to be an edge loop, it's got to have 4 edges coming from it, apparently. So if I select all of those there, you can see on my edges count here, I've got 8. Now to get 8 here, I'm going to need 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, around those. So I'm going to try and make a hole here. So let's just shape it up to start off with. If I go to vertex mode, that's about in the right place. Ease, W, I want to come in. There's the back of the foot there. And they possibly go higher, but again, so if I wanted it 8 here, then I'm going to be wanting to make my joint with the leg there, so I'll need those there to make those 8 polys at the top. This one can come to here-ish, and down about to about there. Down a bit. These ones, you can see that that's where that joint is in the foot there. This one was coming there, and then this wants to be over here somewhere. Move these back to where the toe is going to bend somewhere like there. Okay, cool. So we got that. That's the edge loop. So these ones, they want to kind of come in like that. So what does that look like? So that's the starting point for the foot. We have this line here. Doesn't quite look like it's in the right place, but so if I go 4, so that bit, I can move back there. This bit, move in. I'm not in the top here, so. And actually, what I really need to do here is go object mode. Can I go, if I go show view selected, then I lose the drawing, so Control Z. So actually, what I need to do is unreference those, select the foot and the drawing, and go show, isolate, select, view selected. Ooh. And then make that a reference again so I can't select them. Hit 4 so I've got a wireframe. And then I should be able to use my lines a little bit. These ones, they're a bit. These ones there. Definitely there. All this stuff is a lot narrower. Something like that. I will move that in a bit, but I definitely think that needs to move in further, and that needs to move in further there. What's that looking like? Go in here. 5. Not too bad. I mean, that bit must come further. So, you know, if I smooth that through, you know, it's starting to achieve a kind of footish kind of shape. But we want to have a sharper edge at the bottom, more definition there, and we need to obviously join it up. So, if I go 1, so that thing that we were talking about before, oh, hang on. So yeah, so this centre line, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, that wants to go up a bit. Unless you're saying that actually that makes the whole foot too high, which it does. So actually, that one wants to come down to there. This M bit wants to come down there. Maybe something like that. If I hit 3, yeah, that drops back when it's smooth. Right, so if I go face and then I select all these faces there, that look like here. So all of those ones around the edge there, I can extrude those out a little bit. So if I go extrude, right, so it wants to come out in the face, so it's that blue one there. So I'm going to extrude that, and that's going to make that little bumper around the foot, and it also gives us an extra edge here. You can see that there's an edge polygons there, so that should, when I smooth it, make that a lot tighter. And actually, we probably, like we did underneath the jumper to the trousers, we need some edge loops in there to keep that staying tight. So I'm going to get the cut tool, hold the control key, put an edge loop there, edge loop there, and really we probably want just there as well. So now if I hit 3, that stays a lot tighter. And then the other thing, well, I suppose actually if I go to vertex, go W select to move all these ones at the front here, if it does want to stay, that length wants to come out to there. So that's the finish length rather than the, you know, the smooth length. Because the unsmooth length, I suppose it's not terribly a lot further, but it sticks out a bit. Right, and then the other thing, because these are kind of a little bit like some Converse boots, or something like that, I'm going to extrude up the toe cap here. So I'm going to get face, get that one, go Q, so it's just the select tool. Shift that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. I'm going to extrude, again, go the up one, and then I'm going to go R. using the square bit between those two. I'm just going to shrink that in like that. There we go. W, so let's move and push it down. That's possibly a little bit too small now. Oh. Control Z. That one. There we go. See, I keep missing that. That blue one, that's the one. There, so now if I hit 3, yeah, you just get a little raised bit at the end where the toe cap is. Okay, cool, so we've got that. Generally, it doesn't look to be too bad a shape. It's possibly still a little bit broad at the back here, so I'll go vertex. Select everything over here, and just narrow that down a fraction. Cool. 1. So what would happen if I make that into a circle? I think that would be a really sudden change in shape and direction. So I'm going to get that lot. I'm going to extrude them up. So I'm going to go extrude. I'm going to hit the radio button there, so it's just going up in the world like that. Go R. Make them go flat. And then I'm going to use the circularize button up here to turn it into a circle, which is going to go all over the place as usual. And I'm going to go E to rotate. I'm just going to rotate it around until it's a bit more fronty backy. Right, okay. 1, it's a bit big. 2, because it wants to come out the middle there. So let's have a look how that aligns with the leg. Let's go 5. So if I was just to take that north, is that in the middle there? It's not quite, is it? It wants to be all kind of over there-y. Technical term. About top and bottom. Yeah, that's not too bad. So if we, oops. There we go. If I bring that back down there. Okay, so I'm gonna look at direction a bit. So this isn't going in the right direction here, so vertex, let's get you, put you up on the line there. And the ankle kind of bends in that direction down there. So I'm going to get these, take them down a bit. This one, take it down a bit. Get this one and move it up a bit. Move that one down. Okay. So obviously we've got a big change in direction there, so I'm going to cut an extra edge loop there. In fact, let's do 2. Let's take one there and then one there, and then try and achieve that shape a little bit more. So Q to select. Oh, they want to be bigger. These 2 want to come back to here. These 2 want to come back to here. And we can stage these. Let's get those 2. Let's scale them together, side to side and top to bottom. Get those 2. Okay. W, take them down. Move that up a bit. Boom, boom, boom. Take these 2, put them in the middle of that space a bit. Something a bit like that. So what does that actually look like? There. It just looks like it goes in way too quickly here. So that one, so if I go into the side view and select through. So I've got both of them. Can I get both of them? Yeah, I've got both of them. So I can R and then bring that out a little bit. And again, next one up. Still won't be out a good amount, because actually your ankle bone's going to be in there somewhere, so they're probably going to stick out a bit. So 3. That looks like the heel. So yeah, that one. Shift that one. That could probably still come out. Be a bit more ankly. Yeah, that's not too bad. So these ones at the top here. Face. You. Q. You and you and you. So let's extrude those, but just scale them in. Okay, so that's going to make that cuff there. Circularize that. And then if we want to make that sharper, we can go hold the control key, potentially there, potentially there. And so now we hit 3, we go that's the top of the boot. Okay, there's nothing fancy like laces or anything there. And then this one, oops, Control Z, click off the tool Q, there we go. Object mode. So now, so that's 4 edges around there. Let's just delete its history before we go much further. Delete by history, freeze transforms. Shift select that guy and go combine. So okay, then we've got that, and then if we go delete by top history, then we're down to just one object again, which is good. So let's go face, let's go extrude, just go for the middle control and bring that in a little bit. So I don't know what that's like size wise with that one. We'll find out in a minute. We'll line them up a bit better afterwards. Okay, I'm going to go delete that one. That one, shift that one, shift that one, shift that one, delete. There we go, so we've got 2 8-sided holes now. Just before I go much further, I'm going to get that one. Okay. Control, put a crease there. So that smooths a bit tidier, and then put another one there. Control. There. So now if we hit 3, there you go, we've got a couple of fairly tight edges which we can then join up. So edge and Q just to select. So that one, shift that one, so that's a double click, so it's a double click to select the whole edge loop, and then we can just go bridge. There we go. Right, and so it's not beautifully aligned, but that doesn't matter because at least it's there now. So let's have a look at this whole bit here. Everything that, oh that's edges, let's go to vertex. See all these vertices. So let's move those back a bit. There we go. Those aren't too bad like that. I mean, they probably will be up here somewhere, don't they? And these ones will be down there a bit. Okay. In reality, we hit 3, go to object mode, and we've got that. So we've got the top of the boot, the leg, and that, and we've just got that curving bit there. So all that means is just to make that come a bit better. Hold control key, put a crease in there, control crease in there, and then I'm going to stick one in the middle. There we go. And so now 3. There you go. That was pretty tidy. Does it look crooked coming down? It does a bit, doesn't it? Like that. So what happens here, if I go vertices W, those ones, and nudge them across a bit. Yeah, that one, nudge it across a bit. That's still weirdly curvy. I think that looks okay. If I do that, if I go soft selection, so if I hit B, then we've got an area of influence. Just quite big. Sorry. Now, if I hold B down and then left click, can I see this? There you go. That is the area of influence of the soft selection, so I can bring that back down. And that will just nudge everything around a bit. So I get that. I can just, I'm still within the drawing tolerances a bit, but object mode. Yeah, okay. Right, I'm going to get that. Delete by type history. Come here, object mode, and then go. Oh, I'm ringing that. Go back on modeling. Mesh. Mirror. Go in X, minus X, apply, close. And so now there's his boots, and we've got torso, leg, feet. Done. Okay. Next time, arm. So not the hand, just the arm. Right. That's the next one. See you then.